I feel like Jeff just gives so much energy, and he just cares about the results of people. Jeff and I have had a long-standing relationship. He was a caddy of mine, got me into play some tournaments. We taught together, and as my role changed here, I thought it was really, really important to have the club represented by somebody who really wanted to endorse the game of golf.
He really has a passion for the game, and he cares about each individual player. And he doesn't just care about their development on the golf course, he really cares about developing them as individuals and them being successful in the classroom and in life outside of golf.
And what he's been able to do, especially with the beginners or the juniors and the neighborhood and the communities, it makes me want to come to work every day. It makes me want to stay here after 40 years. Such joy that he brings here, and you know, it brings the club here a lot of notoriety as well. So we're proud of Jeff, and he's really happy to have him on our team.
He really loves the game of golf and wants to get as many people involved in it as possible.
He takes each individual, sees their talent, sees what they're able to do, and just makes them always feel special. And it's funny, as we get older, right, we're able to get this talent where we make people feel better, and we're not just giving them a line. We're not selling them anything. It's really just something that we're passionate about. And Jeff really exudes that in passing on the love of golf.
One of the things I did was I reached out to some of his players and asked them why they thought he would be deserving of this award. And they talked about his ability to reach every student athlete. They talked about how he made each one of them feel special. They talked about his love of the sport. And to me, they're the ones that we should be talking to. And I will tell you that he invests a lot of time into this sport. He loves the sport, and he wants everybody else to love it as much as he does.
You know, this was something that he started with his sons. And you know, I went through a similar situation with my daughter as a competitor. And when the desire stays there after your children are gone, you realize that it's really in your heart to do that. And it's not just to advance your own children. And you learn. It's funny how we learn from our children and we pass it on to all these others. And it's not just the kids, it's a lot of the beginners and a lot of the community that Jeff gives it his all to grow this wonderful game that's afforded us really great careers. And it's all about giving back.
I think what makes Jeff a great role model for his players is just his love and passion for the game. You know, as a former coach myself, I think you can learn a lot about a coach by talking to the people at the bottom of the bench. And if you talk to those players on Jeff's team, they'll tell you just how great he is and how much time he puts into them and focus he puts into them and developing their game. So I think that's one of the things I love most about Jeff.
You know, it's funny, some of his kids that play junior golf that, you know, just don't want to go on and advance at a high end. He's actually brought into St. Joseph's, and he's kept his lines of communication and his relationships open. And that's something to be commendable for when you have, you know, maybe 6 to 10 year relationships and these kids go into the real world and work, and yet golf's a big instrumental part of their lives.